I say?
Top Billin.
Alright, gotta keep stuff in perspective here. I'm thinking LSU didn't want to show too much before the Texas game because I walk away from this game not really knowing if this can be effective for LSU against the bigger teams, right? So it was a ton of checkdowns and a ton of just giving what the defense provides, which I think is a great thing. I love it. Very West Coast football style, high percentage throws, getting the ball in the hands of your playmakers, letting them create after. But eventually you're going to have to push the ball down the field as well. So I wanted to concentrate on some of these concepts where they push the ball down the field. Got a vertical route right here into the boundary. Yeah, so you have Torrey Carter, right, playing more at a tight end since there's no fullback in this kind of office. Kept in to protect, almost kind of like a max protect. Justin Jefferson is the top in this trips to the field. He's running an over route, right? So he's going to the boundary. He acts kind of as a clear out right here with Justin running that over route. And then the way I believe Terrace Marshall runs this bad boy right here. Hopefully it's Terrace Marshall. See, that's why I'm not doing LSU stuff. LSU people be getting on my nerves, man. I can't see the number, bro. That's just it. I just can't see the number. If I can see the number, I know who it is. But thinking it might be Terrace Marshall until we get to it. But then people gonna be like, you don't know nothing about LSU, man. Looks like he's running kind of a shallow dig right here. So this is one of the ones where they kind of push the ball down the field a little bit. I don't know. All right, as always, front facing play action fake. Let me see right here. All right, yeah, so front facing play action fake, right, into a zone against Georgia Southern. So Georgia Southern is not good. I don't care what LSU does against these boo-boo teams and stuff. I care about what LSU does against Clemson and Georgia and Alabama and teams like that, because I feel like LSU is a playoff team, right? So see it right here. Joe Burrow normally hitting that bad boy on I don't think it's, so it's Terrace Marshall hitting that bad boy when that foot drops. But here he gets a little bit of time right here. You see the ball out by the offensive line. Offensive line still looked a little shaky. Sometimes he wasn't able to go downfield. But man, this is a great kind of anticipatory throw and leading them into the void of the zone. Perfect right there. Great product placement. It's all good. I remember this is not a highlight channel. This is a film study. No full plays will be shown. Stuff will be paused and rewound and slowed down ad nauseum. So here we go. A vertical concept to my man Thad Moss, right? Running a streak. However, I'm not exactly sure what goes on here at the bottom. It looks like it may be some type of comeback route or I'm not sure at all right there. But at least they push the ball down the field. So I do like that. You're definitely going to need that against Texas because just the level of athlete, period, right? There's probably no NFL players on this Georgia Southern defense. Then there's probably too many to count on the Texas defense. So it's just a different way of operating. But you see right here, they're so scared, they just go zone across the board, and it's first down, right? In a 2-minute situation. First down, 2-minute situation, zone across the board. They just hoping they can't get beat deep, but look at Joe Burrow right here. I love Joe Burrow's mechanics. That's an underrated part of his game right here. It's just really classic mechanics. Let's look at his pull right here. Pull, crossover steps, weight transfer, playing on that anchor leg, shift, standing tall in the pocket. So he's waiting for something to clear. I believe it was a split zone coverage. This was one of the worst games ever as far as replays. They didn't replay nothing because LSU was going at Mach-Speed. It was crazy, right? All right, drive off that back leg, turn the ball over. Yeah, he's got classic mechanics, man. He was taught. Ooh, man, that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I love the way he throws his ball. But he's able to beat the coverage, right? You got, if you see right there, you have bracket, almost bracket coverage. You got somebody over the top, somebody in trail. Got to put it right on the money. And look, that's exactly what he does. Look at the product placement. Oh, he ain't really had to break stride. Thad Moss. All right, here we go with a spacing concept. This pretty much looked like the majority of the game right here. A lot of quick passes and a lot of checkdowns. So almost like a spacing concept here. But this one, you want to see, they bring zero pressure, right? So on 3rd and 5, they drop pretty much all 11 people with no pressure right there. And there's nowhere to go with the ball, right? So this is probably something Texas will look at, but I doubt it, man, because you want to always get pressure on these guys. So look, literally one guy rushing. And there's still nowhere to go with the ball right here. Maybe he could have hit Chris Curry right here out in the boundary, but I guess he didn't see it. Trying to make a play. Nothing there. Shit, almost picked. All right, so I love this particular concept right here. You got 3 to the field, right? 3 to the field. Trips to the right. Terrence Marshall's going to come in motion. I believe on the telecast, they said that this was some kind of RPO. They're going to confuse people with this. This is crazy to me. You can't just be calling everything. It's not an RPO unless the offensive line is block and run, right? All an RPO is a pass tag on the back of a run call. It can't be any more simpler than that, right? There's an adjustment to be made, or a bailout, or whatever you would want to call it, right? An option to go to a certain player that's targeted by leverage off the back of a run call, right? So if you don't see the line block and run, don't call anything an RPO. But you'll get kind of a tunnel screen right here. So Terrence Marshall going in motion, right? But I want you to watch the line. What is their first thing to do? You see him stepping back. Austin Deckles is taking a step back to get into his quick phase, right? His quick step phase, kick step phase, right? Everybody's blocking pass. This is not an RPO. What it is a great play call, and you can tell, look, they start immediately blocking. This is nothing but a kind of a tunnel screen, right? Tunnel screen, and you trusting that your fast, super fast, freaky receiver can just outrun what you did. It's great stuff like this, man. This type of stuff is hard to defend, but it's also very risky. You know, this is what I think about with like Seattle and New England in the Super Bowl and stuff like that, throwing the ball this close out there. But hey, a tunnel screen, I can dig it. Listen, y'all know as soon as I saw this, I had to get it in here, right? Y'all know what my favorite thing is right here. John Emery Jr. making his debut. So we see right here a lot of stuff. Always an outlet, right, for Joe Burrow, right? Just to get 2 or 3 yards. That's a great thing, right? So you're not sending as many people out into the route, into the pattern or anything like that, but you give him a chance to at least make 2 or 3 yards like it's a run play. However, nothing there. Joe Burrow did as he did a lot of the game. He knew where his check down was, got it to this freak. Now look at this. You know what's about to happen, right? If you saw my previous John Emery videos, somebody got hit with a muscle relaxer. Oh my God, he hit him with the muscle relaxer, baby, on the first game. Oh, that's one of them open field muscle relaxers too. That's one of the worst ones. Your muscles completely shut down, right? Shut down. Look, what I tell you, when you miss with the muscle relaxer, what happens? You usually end up in some kind of thing where it looks like you want to lay down. So say it with me. He slept good that night. I think some people get mistaken. When you're running these heat tempo, mock speed type schemes, right? Where you just want to get the ball out fast, you need high percentage throws. You're not throwing the ball down the field all the time and getting high percentage throws. That's going to come every once in a while, but more than likely, you just want to be distributing with rhythm and timing so you can keep up that pace. All right, so you'll see a lot of this. So like I said before, hopefully this is just from this particular game right here, but we'll see how it goes against Texas, man. But people coming out, right? What does he do? Is he going downfield? Everything's a 2-minute drill too, right? You're literally treating everything like a 2-minute drill. So that's why you dump down a lot of stuff. You see right here, another dump down, right? Same thing right here. Justin Jefferson on the short stuff. Just get the ball in his hands. Let him make mincemeat out of a defense. Ooh, he almost hit him with a muscle relaxer. What was that right there? That's kind of a, ooh, he did, man. He put the crossover dribble on him. Muscle relaxed him. Obviously, you got to always hit the ground. Your muscles is all relaxed. Keep fighting. Justin Jefferson is a monster, baby. Got to say he's the second best receiver in the SEC. Maybe if he were in a different scheme. Well, he's in a different scheme now, so maybe we'll get to see what he's really made out of right there. But they got to push the ball down the field. So after kind of seeing this version of the offense, it didn't really remind me of Oklahoma. It reminded me more of like of a Washington State, but that air raid, you know what I mean? With those short passes and everything like that. But very accurate stuff from Joe Burrow, showing that he has great mechanics and he has the ability, right, to see and throw what he sees, right? A lot of people can't throw what they see, but the accuracy. And if you see these windows, man, these are wide open windows. It's not going to be like that against Texas. So that's why I kind of held out. But besides the fact that I told you guys that I didn't say that LSU would be a primary cover for me, and like 100,000 people hit me up like, where's LSU? Where's LSU? First of all, have some manners. You know what I mean? I don't know you from a can of paint. You want to ask me a question, don't command I do something or have that type of tone. But other than that, man, I can't really get anything from a game against Georgia Southern, right? So I really wanted to debut with the Texas game if I was going to do some LSU stuff. But I know you guys want it, so I'm a man of the people. All right, you see these tight formations right here, makes me think that they're trying to bunch you up together to take a shot downfield. But if we see right here, front facing play action fake, everything out of the gun, well, most of everything out of the gun. We did see him under center at the goal line throwing a pass. But what does he do? You guessed it. Check down to Davis Price, who also looks like a monster. All right. This was a pretty fade by my man Joe Burrow right here to Justin Jefferson. Most people don't know how to defend this in man coverage, so they caught them in man coverage, I believe, a little bit of motion, and they knew it was man coverage. So you're going to have Justin running a fade right here to the pylon. Going to have a slant coming underneath that. What these defenders would need to do instead of following their respective man, they just play man within their respective zone. So he would end up taking Justin Jefferson on this slant, and he would be in better position than this guy trying to travel with him. But yeah, most teams aren't going to know how to do that. All right. Here we go. Front facing play action fake. Now you see it right here. Almost acts as a rub concept. So maybe this opens up this sometimes as well. But you see him, he's already on the back hip of someone like Justin Jefferson. So they would have needed to have banjo technique that bad boy, but it is what it is, and nobody's gonna jump with this dude. I don't think anybody can. Nasty. Maybe the dudes that can is on his team. So imagine that. But all right, man, you get the gist of it, man. I'm not gonna show a whole bunch of check down passes and stuff like that, but I think it has a chance to be spectacular because I wanted Joe Burrow to get into like the 65, 66, 67% completion percentage range, and I think that he could definitely do that playing in this type of offense. However, I want to see them definitely test out and blow the top off the defenses and stuff like that, man. Come on, you have perhaps the best trio of receivers to me, especially when we're talking about a physical makeup with Jamar Chase, Terrace Marshall, and Justin Jefferson. And then you add in Stephon Sullivan and Thad Moss and some of these other guys, and then the running backs. It's just a wealth of talent right there. So it can't all be just quick game stuff. Definitely got to blow the top off, but we'll see. I think they're saving that. You don't show your hand against Georgia Southern. They could have smoked Georgia Southern doing what they were doing before, I wholeheartedly believe. And I wholeheartedly believe what they were doing before wasn't nothing bad about it. It's just about execution. So this will take a little bit of getting used to. For me, I'm an old school cat and watching LSU since Nick Saban way back then. So this is real tough for me to watch right here with no fullback and a bunch of short passes and stuff. So we'll see about that, but it is what it is. I can't wait for this Texas game. But with that being said, holla at your boy, man. Your boy Murf, the Underground King, delivering you that top quality content. Top Billin Sports, and I am out. Peace.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.